Buckets. That's the name of my boat. Buckets.
Buckets. What we get.
Not the only transfer we got from Florida. Keith Stone, too. Remember that.
Everybody who watches his show on a regular basis knows my love of the stretch four.
You know, we all make mistakes. He might have made one going to Tallahassee.
See if y'all don't know. Dribble to the left, cross over to the right. Hurricane to the game, many buckets for the night. Matt with the pick and roll, Melissa with the give and goes. This Shelly-U, hoodie girl dunking in the hole. Check the scoreboard, this what we fall for. Peep the gameplay, you want an encore. Yeah, overtime for another round. It's buckets out the buckets, baby. You out of time. It's buckets. What it is, homie, it's buckets. Woo! We get buckets. Yeah, baby, buckets.
I have no shame.
I know. That's the problem.
You guys are awesome.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Buckets. I'm Matt, he's Vish, she's Melissa. If you're wondering why I'm doing this from my phone and I'm bedside, your boy had a little bit of an injury playing ball today. The Canes aren't the only ones injured.
I mean, we're just down bad as a community right now.
That may or may not have broken his ankle.
I literally broke my ankle.
So just to recap the last several weeks, I got COVID, then infected Melissa, who got COVID because of me. Then Matt broke his ankle, and in that entire time, we have not won a basketball game.
Oh
Men's or women's?
The women did get a win in that time frame.
Did they?
The men have not.
It's been so long.
I didn't. You know the worst part too? I didn't even play a full game. It happened in the first game that we were playing.
Did you make the shot?
I made one shot. I made a 3, and then that was about it.
Shout to Barry.
Someone also commented like.
Yeah,
at
no,
6
we'll
o'clock
do.
this
I
afternoon.
don't think they're probably not still here, but we'll
Yeah.
address their comment as part of our game breakdown. But yeah, no, it is a we're like a fucking mass shoot it.
What was it?
We're a mass shoot it, man. The whole team's injured. We can't win a game. We're all like playing hurt. It's all come apart.
Yeah, but you know what? I still show up, man. Fractured
show
ankle.
up. You did
I'm still
show
gonna
up.
show up. I don't care. Got to join from my phone. Can't go down the stairs to the basement. Otherwise, I'd fall on my ass.
You don't want you to break the. But I mean, everyone else on the
Don't
team's
ask me
broken
if
their
I'm hurt,
ankles,
dog.
so. Joaquin said dominate, and we definitely didn't do that.
Didn't even show up.
In the second half, that's for sure.
Yeah, in the second half. Oh man. So
I
breaking
think
down
the
this-
first thing we should address is our all guard lineup that made an appearance for.
Can
some,
we?
like,
Well, I mean, that was right at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was.
I
an
think we should. I
interesting
think we should talk
segment.
about the fact that I guess our team, our players, I should say, have decided that defense is optional. Because I don't know what that was. That was the laziest. And yes, I know they hit a lot of threes, and Coach on the post game said, credit to them, they made a lot of shots. All they had to do was take like 3 dribbles and kick it out, and everyone was wide open.
Yeah,
it was
well,
embarrassing.
both
how we
things can
played
be true.
defense.
That they made some shots. Some of them were tough. Most of them were relatively wide open because of late closeouts and miscommunications.
It was almost like exactly what you're saying. It was almost like we were going through the motions of pretending we were defending when we weren't. Like the closeouts were all late. You could see some guy flying out there after. It's like, it's too late, dude.
Yeah.
Where are you on the pass? That's when you're supposed to beat him, not on the he's about to release the ball. I'm gonna like make some heroic jump now. And
I'm not gonna say. I mean, I saw one player make a shot, and whenever you take a shot, you get back on defense. Like you're at the top of the key, you get back. You should be getting back.
right.
They get a wide open layup, and he gets mad at or his teammates for not getting back when he should have been back. Like I don't.
Well, everyone. I mean, this is exactly what Coach L talked about for North Carolina in terms of, we're getting beat down up and down the court. He talked about how it's like a 94-foot. I can tell you right now, Cleveland is not who Matt was talking about. But he's talking about how it's like a 4-foot sprint up and down the court, and we're losing it up and down the court every time. And you saw that a lot. Actually, we cut it to 2. Obviously, we had that big run at the end to close it down to a 1-possession game. But before they built that lead, it was 58-56 or something like, or 56-54, something like that. We're down 2. Bensley drove in a sort of it was like a secondary break, got rejected at the rib. Our entire team was standing there watching that play to the point that they blocked it up to the sideline, to the baseline. One of their other players, the only guy who went for the ball, dove into the crowd to save it, to another player who was also the only guy that went into the corner to even receive the pass. No Miami player in sight. All 3 of their 5 players blocked the shot, saved it to another player. They're running all over the court. We're just standing there. Like, no one even, if you hustle, they can't save that ball in. If they save it in, you get the ball back. Like, we didn't run. And you can see Coach L, I paid more attention to that in this game. There's been happening more really close as overtly. But after he called them out for not running last couple of games, like, these guys aren't running. Like, they're just standing around watching the game.
It was almost like, oh, we weren't running. Let's take it up a notch. Let's run even less. How do you like that, Coach? Like,
we stayed in it in the first half and actually had a lead into halftime because we were making more shots. But the defense was a problem the entire game.
Yeah. Well, let's talk too about, like, obviously defense is something, but like the inconsistency on offense too, right? Like, it's like there's never a guy that can consistently have like a solid offensive outing. Like, Keyshawn has 16 and 5 in the first half, and then in the second half had like 1 assist, and that was like it.
We also we started the game off like 5 for 5, and then I think proceeded to go 0 for 7 or something like that.
Yeah, we missed a lot of shots.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of that is like your defense infects your offense too. When you're lazy defensively and they start hitting shots over you, it gets into your head a little bit. And
how many times too, like 2 years ago more so, because we forced a lot more turnovers. And last year, when we would do these, like, we would hedge these ball screens and like double, it was actually aggressive, and they would actually take away the first pass, and it would lead to opportunities in transition. It just doesn't happen, like, whatsoever anymore.
Yeah, and there's just like no communication defensively.
No.
None. It's the first play, the second half, they had the ball like the logo, and the guy just drove it and dunked it. And Norchad's back was the play the whole time. No one shouted it out.
Norchad's guarding his guy, didn't even turn around.
Didn't turn around, and the guy like went right past him and dunked it. And it's just like no one communicated. No one helped off of their guy. It's just gonna let him drive it and dunk it. Okay. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
All right, but let's get to what Melissa wanted to talk about, which is also, related to this comment. So we were down, I believe it was 12 or 14 with about 7.5 minutes left. And then Coach O went small. Norchad out. Everyone else was a guard, which worked. It did. I mean, we cut the lead all the way down. We just couldn't take the lead. I mean, Melissa, you wanted to talk about it, so why don't you go first?
I mean, I think we both, because me and Vish were at the game. Hold on, I'm pulling up what the lineup was because
it was Keyshawn, Watson, Bensley, Wugga, Cleveland.
Yeah. At some point, I tweeted Joe Bay with a spark off the bench.
It was because he hit that.
He hit a couple threes.
Yeah.
Like
no, it was the starters, but Watson instead of Norchad. That's what was that lineup.
Yeah, it was Keyshawn, Benz, Chris, Matt, and Wugga. And after it was like 1 or 2 times where Georgia Tech got like easy baskets off of our press that we started to like finally figure it out and like force a 10-second call and and played really good defense. The problem is we got to within like one possession and then we couldn't do anything on offense. Like Keyshawn had that fast break where he attempted to pass the ball to Watson and it was a disaster. He should have just gone up with it. And then even at the end of the game, our last possession, when we were down 4, like Benz dribbles the ball up the court. Like we have all the time in the world. Like you dribble up fast and shoot a 3. Like why are you taking your time and then passing it? Like we only got 11 seconds left. Like I didn't feel like we had a ton of urgency at the end of the game after we made that run, and it took too much
Feels like I
time.
just
And we
are
missed
aware-
how many free throws? Like 5 or 6
Yeah,
in the
good
second
amount.
half.
We missed 5 in the second half. We missed 4 in a row. All of that was part of and this is that whole stretch of we basically just quit. Like the beginning of the second half, we didn't show up out of the locker room. And we kind of were just going through the motions. I think what the reason the all guards lineup, actually I guess Jakai's the only guard on the team, so they all not tall players lineup did was it forced us to have energy because we were picking up full court. You can't not run then. We had a couple of breakdowns. We said that one of them was just embarrassingly bad, where they literally just inbound the ball and threw it down the court and laid it in. It's just like, what you guys doing? But I think that did force energy out of us because you're scrambling then defensively. But until that point in the second half, no signs of life. And the free throw shooting was part of that. It was like Norchad missed a dunk. There was no focus. It was kind of like, all right, this is happening, whatever.
Georgia Tech started off the second half on a 9-0 run.
Yeah, I literally, I mean, I was gone for like 2-3 minutes, and I was like, "What the hell happened?" I messaged you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like I said, the first play of the second half was their guy literally received a pass at the logo and just dribbled all the way to the basket and dunked it. The next one was their best player, Kelly, who was fucking taking Keyshawn to school the entire game until we switched. That was another adjustment Al made the last few minutes, was he put Woog on him, who defended him much better. Keyshawn was just getting blown by every time. And then backing off and letting dude drop threes in his face. It wasn't working. So he got past him and laid it in. Then he hit a 3 over him, and then they had a fast break layup too. So we didn't come out of the locker room. I mean, we were up 4 to.
It's been that way the whole season. I mean, have we seen us play a complete 40-minute game?
No.
Late game execution has been a problem the entire season. We've lost a lot of games in the last 5 minutes because of our lack of execution. And for this game, it was pretty much the whole second half.
So there's some comments in the chat I do want to pull up. I don't know if lazy is the right word. I think the whole team lacked energy.
He's not engaged.
I don't think anyone is, though. Who is actually like they don't even talk on defense. Like, what even is this?
Yeah. What even is this? Catchphrase.
No.
Sorry.
No, because I mean, and look, that arena was not full. Like, you could hear stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we heard the band director
counting
to have the band play, but we couldn't hear them talk on the court. And like, it's very similar to the women's games. There's not a big crowd there. You can hear the players calling out defenses, like the screens being set. Like, I know our women yell ice when they're setting a screen because I've heard them yell it. There is no communication at all happening. And that's why they're doing layup drills, essentially, because it's 5 one-on-one defenders. There's no team defense being played. Now, is Cleveland absolved from that? No, but it's the whole team. Like, I don't see anyone out there that's really – I mean, I don't understand how we got to this point, but, like, really, the team is broken. It's completely broken. Like, there's no communication happening on defense. That's why they get so many open looks. And really the only thing that worked was, again, going small and picking up full court, which is just more – it's not actually setting your defense and playing as a team. It's just reacting, which we do have athletes, and we kept stealing the ball and stuff. And that worked better because we weren't having to, like, go against a set offense and, like, correctly hand off dribblers and, you know, rotate correctly because we were completely incapable of doing that.
Should we talk about the rotation? Joe Bay was first off the bench.
Yeah, I guess as we do that, no, we should talk about the rotation, but as we should do that, just keep in mind, we basically made very few fouls in this game. No one had foul trouble, so this was all just
Yeah,
was
we
no
only had
we
one foul. We only had one foul in the first half. Norchad had 0.
I think Keyshawn ended up with 4 because he took a couple of intentional fouls at the end.
Yeah.
At the end
But-
he took 2.
But no one got pulled out for foul troubles. This was just the rotation.
Minutes wise, Bensley played 38 minutes. He pretty much played the whole game. He sat for
Yeah.
like a minute here and there
He's
just for
only
rest.
point guard. So
Yeah, Jobé played 18. He was the most off the bench. We didn't see AJ Casey. Watson had 12, which all came in the second half.
what I
Naboko
was
had
gonna
4,
say.
which all came in the first half. And
Yeah,
then your
Nwokomo
starters
played.
played basically at least 30. Norchad had 29, but he didn't play
well, he got
towards the end
benched.
because of the press.
Well, he got benched.
hmm
Deservedly, he checked out. It is what it is. We've called out basically every player on this team, and
I mean, everyone on this
he
team
lost
has
focus.
checked out at
He
some
lost
point.
focus, like the missed free throws,
hmm
the missed dunk. I mean, he just wasn't focused. So, and I think like Watson only got. It's funny because Watson ended up playing all those minutes. He only got in the game because Wooga got injured.
Yep.
Otherwise, I don't think
Yeah.
he would have even gotten in the game. And then he actually like did some
Played
stuff. So
halfway decent.
yeah, so he stayed out there. I will say, dude. All right. So, no, like we've criticized Matthew Cleveland for not, stepping up and understanding like, hey, you're one of the best players in this team. This is your team. You need to lead it at times. Watson, dude, this is not your team. You do not need to. When he caught that, because it was a 3-point game, and Melissa can attest to this. He catches the ball at the top of the key, he takes like one dribble, and I'm like, oh my god, he's going to try and score. And that was the one where he crossed the guy over, got into the lane, like tried to fade away jumper, which he bricked. Which nice move, but he missed because he's him. He's not
When
Matthew
Keyshawn passed him the ball in that fast break,
Well, I mean, I'm about to get to
Vish,
that, but
Vish about punched a hole through the table.
I'm like, really, dude? You passed it to Chris Watson. It's like when we throw an alley-oop to AJ Casey, the ball like ends up out of bounds. Like, what do you think was going to happen there? He was going to get up and flush it? Like, what are we doing? And it was just, I mean, I think he thought this was going to be his one shining moment, and he was going to win the game. And it's just like, dude, like out of all the guys in the court, we had 3 possessions. It was 76-73. We got 3 possessions in a row without them scoring. Watson missed a shot and turned it over on 2 of those 3. Why is the ball going to him? The other one was where Bensley airballed that corner 3 when he didn't catch it clean and he shot it anyway. That was actually a good possession. Keyshawn drew the whole defense. Nice pass out to the corner. Bensley airballed it. I don't know what to do with that, but
Keyshawn looked good in that first half.
the other 2, the ball goes to Watson, really? Not Bensley, Wooga, Cleveland, Keyshawn going to Watson?
Hi, Jackson.
I'm trying not to say what are we doing, but what are we doing?
What are we even talking about here?
We're talking about how we had 3 shots to tie the game, and 2 of them ended with the ball with Watson.
Vish also got really mad at the Michael Nwoko jumper in the first half.
Dude,
You mean the little high post mid range? Throw it up there.
he
I feel
doesn't have a
bad for the
jumper.
rib.
Why
He
is
had
he
a nice
shooting-
little hook shot before that. Where I was like,
No,
okay.
look, everyone knows my philosophy for open shoot it. There's an asterisk by that. You have to actually be able to shoot a jumper. Like, I have no problem with Jobé breaking threes. He made some today, but normally he doesn't. Because, like, they're in rhythm. He's playing on the perimeter. He can make a jump shot. I don't think Nwoko's ever shot a jumper. Like, I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? They were just trying to rotate the ball around the perimeter and you shot it? Like, all those things add up, though. Those are wasted possessions. Like, all the little stupid things you wonder. Melissa's right. We've had late game execution problems, but those things add up. Those micro fuck ups throughout the game add up, and then you're like, "This is why we're down now. This is why we're scrambling now," and you can't win like that. You can't make a million mistakes and win. And as we proved today, you can't shoot your way out of the stupidity. Because we shot well, we scored a bunch of points, and you know what? It wasn't enough. 49 points in the first half, and we're only up 4 because you're not doing the other things.
And
What
then
do
we
we have?
only
Only
scored
5
27 in the
turnovers?
second.
We only had
Nobody
5
was in
turnovers?
foul trouble. Only 5 turnovers. We took 69 shots compared to their 63.
All those steals at the end.
We got out rebounded. 41-34.
Oof.
The shots were not falling in the second half. They weren't.
Part of it is they weren't falling. Part of it is, again, we came out lazy. We didn't have energy on either end of the court. I mean, look, we scored, like I said, we scored 49 points. We were up 4 at the half. The quickness with which we were all of a sudden down multiple scores. Yeah, it's just like that, because they came out to play and we didn't. It's embarrassing again.
Mm-hmm.
Need some height.
We went smaller and it worked.
Exactly.
But the only reason it worked is because we were so bad in half-court defense. It's like, what the hell? Might as well try this.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore.
I mean, it's kind of just like a broken record. We're kind of pretty much saying the same
we talk
thing
about the same
over and over.
things after every game.
Nothing's really changed.
Well, okay, so...
And that's why, you know, when we're talking about, like, what do we want to see in these next few games, it's like, well, we want to see this, but we're
Doesn't
not going to
happen.
see it.
Well, let's like dig in the, like we mentioned, like Keyshawn, that first half was the best he played in months.
Yeah. Well, you
So,
saw
I mean,
him.
that was good to see.
You saw him attacking the rim, but when he was doing that, he was kicking it out, and it got other people involved, right? Because we have a lot of guys that, you know, they can shoot, make plays on offense, but like they kind of need someone to set them up, right? And I feel like that's what we've been missing in some of these games. And, you know, he provided that in the first half, but then the second half is a different story.
Nobody can make that little sideline jumper like Isaiah Wong could.
Yeah, Wooga missed it.
But I would like again to call out the idiots on Twitter calling for Coach L to move on and get fired or move on. Like, stop being a moron.
So here's what I'll say to that. We historically, we're not a basketball school. We get that, right? I think we all acknowledge that. The idea that we're going to somehow upgrade the coaching position is one of the dumbest fucking things I've
After
ever
going to
heard.
the Elite Eight and the Final Four.
No,
back
just
to back
generally
years.
speaking, we
But I'm
have
just
one of
saying.
the we have a guy who's about to get inducted into the College Basketball Hall of Fame, and you morons, who do you think is going to come in here and coach this team? It's the added, this job is the added bonus of being in a conference that's really tough but sucks on metrics. So you have to win like 13 conference games to even make the tournament, even though like these teams are just as good as the Big 12 ones. Like, this is not a good job right now. What the fuck is going to take? What do you think is going to come in here that's better than the Hall of Fame coach we have right now? Seriously, idiots. And do you remember what it's like to have actual bad coaching here? Because I sure as shit do. You know, Frank Haith was here 5 years. You know what? 1 year in the ACC, we finished 500. That was our best record when he was here. 1 year, we've won as many games as we lost. Every other year, we were below 500, and he was better than the guy that was before him. What do you think is going to happen?
And the guy that was before him got handed a really, really good team and totally
The day that Coach L chooses to retire, which is when he will leave, by the way,
is going to be a really sad day.
It's going to be a great day for him and to
But a
celebrate
sad
his
for
career,
the
and
rest
a
of us.
bad day for the University of Miami basketball.
Yeah.
Because we are going to. The only thing we're not sure of is the nature of the step backwards we're going to take. Is it going to be a small one or a big one? But it's going backwards. Who the fuck do you think you're going to get to come in here and coach this team? Seriously, that's better than him. He's like a top 5 or 10 coach in the country. Who's coming in here better
In
than
the
that?
country. In the freaking country.
He's going
Like,
in the Hall of Fame. Like, what are we doing here? We're the dumbest fucking fans.
dumbassery. I need a dumbassery sign.
Wait, what does a whiteboard say?
R.I.P. Matt's ankle.
No, but I think people have this like these delusions of grandeur that I don't know who like we're gonna get Hurley from Connecticut to come down here and coach this team or something. Like, what do you think is coming in this door? It's gonna be a significantly worse coach.
But that's what I said. I was like, who do you think is realistically going to follow Coach L? What Coach L has done for this program is beyond anything.
But Melissa, I'll take it a step farther than that because, you know, for example, Jim Morris won national championships at Miami, had the team in Omaha, but then missed the tournament the last 2 years. It was clear he needed to, and he retired, and it was clear he needed to. Coach L is still one of we in the Final Four last year. What is wrong with you people? It's not like it would be one thing if like we made the Final Four in 2012 and 2013, and we've been like crap for 10 years. We're like, all right, it was probably time. No, we were in the Final Four last year. It's
And
not
the
like
Elite Eight before that.
yeah, it's like we. It's
And
not like
nobody was paying. I mean, we were paying attention, but nobody was paying attention. And then all of these people out of the woodwork was like, "Oh, well, we made the Final Four last year. Now we're not going to make the tournament. And fire Coach L." The only reason why you're watching is because of Coach L. Go back to watching football if you guys think Coach L should be fired, because honestly, it's literally the most moronic thing ever.
all of our mentions, man.
There's so many people on Twitter talking about it. Like, it's
Yeah.
just I've had to hold back because it's
No.
honestly so stupid.
No one in the show chat because again, like when I said our fans,
The people watching the show are
actual Hurricanes fans that understand the complexity of the situation here and would not say stuff that's stupid. Now, my guess is the replacement's probably going to be an assistant that's on the staff right now. Maybe
That's
Eric
what I
Conkle
assume,
or
yeah.
something that's like doing well as a smaller program, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming they do have a plan of succession. No, you're right. You're right. Look, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, appreciate this now. He's 75. He ain't going to be here that much longer.
No. I mean, he did just sign another year extension, I believe, last year.
Yeah, but it's yeah. I mean,
but if you don't, I mean, the program's thinking about it. My assumption would be that Coach L is going to have a hand in who succeeds him because he's a legend. You obviously are going to take what he has to say to heart and let him be involved, whether he's grooming a successor or not, or if it's going to be somebody else. But I mean, what he's done for this program, anybody who says that he should get fired, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't care if you're like the best, like John Wooden coming in here with the injuries we've had and the disconnect. John Wooden isn't making this team better this year. It is what it is.
I mean, he's potentially someone that might.
That's
who
I was going to mention.
Yeah.
I would love that. That's someone who's been under Coach L, knows the program, is now getting time somewhere else. I mean, I
as a
think
head
that would
coach,
be a
2
great hire.
years.
Yeah, he's been a head coach now, but he's a Coach L, in that Coach L lineage. I think that would be an amazing hire.
This is all
hypothetical. I mean, I don't think Coach L is going to go anywhere in the next couple of years, but Caputo definitely would be, I think, somebody who would be on that short list for sure. Where is he at right now?
George
GW.
Washington.
George Washington? Yeah, George Washington.
Yeah, we can go say hi to him when.
Oh, I'd be down. I talk to him sometimes.
You're going to be pushing Matt around in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
That's Monica's job. I'm not doing shit.
No. Wow, Vish. Come on. Disappointing.
Matt, I would push you around in a wheelchair if I was going, but
Dude, Vish's comment was hilarious.
what did he say?
About the flight that I said that I was like, oh, I'm gonna get priority boarding, and he's like, well, Spirit Airlines is probably gonna charge you for being disabled. That was so funny.
Man.
Those crutches don't fit in the sizer.
Jackson, you didn't come say hi to us at halftime. I was looking for you.
He's all the way on the other end of the arena, though.
I know. We were waving from across the court.
Yeah, but it's a long way around.
I know. It's one of our guys, though.
I don't like you attacking him. We're not walking all the way around the.
I'm just messing. I was sad that he didn't say hello, but I understand because he was in the middle of the student section.
Ooh, this is rough. I just looked at George Washington's record. They started off well, but they've lost 10 in a row.
Damn. Add that to our 6. Got 16 running.
I know they had a good record last year, though, after, or for them, but wow.
Speaking of which,
I was curious.
so we are 2 days away from playing in Chapel Hill. Oh, God.
We kept it relatively close when we played them the first time, but now we're playing them at Chapel Hill.
We kept it close because we had a healthy Nigel for a half, and he shot us into the game. And I can't imagine he's playing on Monday.
No, he's not.
No, we have 9 days off after that, so
there's no way.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wooga doesn't play either.
Yeah,
I said that after the game. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Really
Norchad's feeling it. Get Cassano in there. It is what it is.
So you're down Wooga and Nigel. Who starts?
Well, Jakai's the only guard on the team, so we'd have to.
Yeah, so
start
Jakai.
Jakai, Bensley, Keyshawn, Jobay. I don't even know.
Watson. It would actually probably be Watson. Seriously, if Wooga can't play, it'll be Watson.
Yeah.
I mean, that would
It's
be.
going to be a long off season.
It is.
Definitely a different tone than the last off season.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot to talk about.
There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of movement, which is going to.
We're going to have a lot of. We're going to have a lot of content.
Less
we
NBA
can't do
grid.
NBA. Well, I mean, that's what I was going to say. We can't. We might have some days we can't talk NBA grid or do it.
Jackson says, need to get someone who has the mindset. We don't have that this year. Isaiah and Jordan were never shook last year, no matter the circumstances.
Again, though, I think that's oversimplifying it. I don't. You can have a few guys carry offense. You got to have 5 guys playing defense, and we have not had that. And it's not just losing them defensively. This team is broken. And let me put it this way. If you put those 2 on this team and took like Nigel and Wooga off, we'd be better, but not good, because this team does not play well together. And they don't communicate defensively. And that's why even when we're playing well, we're like, well, we should be up more. It's because we're just leaking. It's like almost like it's like playing with like a lead vest on, because we make so many mistakes, we give away so many points offensively and defensively, that even when you're playing well, you don't maximize opportunities. And that's what happened today. I mean, like Melissa said, we jumped out early. If we played any defense in the first 5 minutes of the game, we could have been up like 15-0. And so we kept leaving them wide open for threes.
Except it was 11-11.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, the game's tied, and then they were up 14-11. It's like, we gonna cover anyone in this game or not?
We get guys out of shooting slumps. Like one of the guys, they were like, "Oh yeah, he's really struggled. Made like one of his last 10 or something random like that."
Well, that's because most teams cover you.
And I know, that's what I'm saying. We get guys out of slumps because they get good looks.
The women play tomorrow.
Already done with the men?
No, I'm hoping that one of the basketball programs can get us a win at some point.
It's a combined 9-game losing streak. So.
Yep. And then the baseball team lost tonight. I told you we should have gone home after that.
Who'd they lose to again? It's
LIU.
The team we played in basketball, right?
We got
LIU,
I think I saw Jackson post something about it.
Yeah, no, we lost to LIU. Yes, we did play
the baseball team plays Stonehill.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
on like a
I heard
Wednesday
they,
night.
yeah, I heard they play a 3-2 zone in baseball too.
Baseball.
Yeah,
we
They'll
might
probably do
need,
some weird ass shift or something.
we might need that for baseball because we can't score there either.
this is dedicated to our basketball team, our 3-2 shift.
In memory of our last win. No, I'm just kidding.
That is the last basketball win we saw together.
Stonehill?
The last men's one, yeah,
Stonehill wasn't the last men's win.
that we saw together.
Oh, that we saw together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Every game we go together, we lose. UNC, FSU, this game. What else? Our last basketball win in general was NC State, the women's,
Yeah, which is actually like a massive win.
which was a top 4
Yeah.
win. So that was actually a massive win. So
That was a real one.
that was a good one. That's the best the women's team has played all year. So
It'd be nice if they show up for the first half this time because they haven't in 5 games. So
yeah, the women's team, like the men's team doesn't close out. The women's team only likes to play the second half. And so like every halftime we're like down 15 to 20 points and dig ourselves out of a hole.
freaking
We've won a few
miracle.
of them, but we've also lost a few more.
Is Matt in pain over there? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking women's basketball.
No, I think it's the ankle.
Don't. I'm not. Come on. I'm not
I'm just
sexist.
kidding.
Stop
I'm
it.
just kidding. I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
are you on painkillers or anything, or what is?
Yeah, I haven't taken them yet though.
He didn't want to be doped for the
Yeah,
the
I need to have
look at Matt struggling with pain just to make sure
He's
we
playing-
get buckets in.
Yeah, he's playing through it.
Yeah, can't say the same for
See,
some
this
of
is
our
good.
guys.
This is good.
just
We didn't do
saying.
midnight buckets. It's good that we went on earlier.
Exactly.
So
All right, so we play UNC on Monday. We're gonna lose, and then we got 9 days off.
I
Then
don't
we have-
think we should. I
then
think
we
we
have
should talk
BC
about
at
the
home
9.
and then at FSU, and then we'll probably play day one of the ACC
Mhm.
tournament.
I mean, where are I'm gonna pull a stand? Where are we right
Mhm.
now?
I
know
mean,
we're not anywhere.
we're for sure playing Tuesday. There's no way.
Because UNC
Damn, I'm
and
losing my
FSU are
voice
likely
now.
losses.
We are
Hmm.
currently 11th, 12th. I mean, 11th, I think.
Yep.
Wait,
Playing
are we?
on Tuesday?
Hold on. No, we are 12th. And yeah, no, we're definitely playing on Tuesday. Because we have to. We are 3 games back of the team that's in 9th, which is Syracuse, who has the tiebreaker.
So we'd have to
we
win all
can't
3.
we can't beat them.
Oh, we lost to them.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah,
we're-
so we're definitely playing Tuesday.
and right now we would be playing Notre Dame in the 12
We'd find some way to blow it after beating them twice.
the 12 versus 13 game.
We were the 1 seed in this tournament last year.
The 12 versus 13 game is where the best we can do is play our way up to 10th, which would get us Louisville, who we could lose to for a second time.
Wow.
The best we
The
can do
mighty
is
have fallen.
we can get up to 10th. This is really annoying me.
I disagree with this comment.
Let me see it.
The only hope is not the portal. There's the portal will help. But we've got an elite recruiting class coming in. Jaleel Bethea is an automatic starter. And you keep some of our core guys, and then you just kind of fill in whatever with the portal, and we're fine. The portal isn't the only hope. We've got a lot to look forward to next year. I don't know if you guys want to agree with me. We talked about this last show about who we thought.
I don't think we need to revisit that. First, we got to see who's coming back, and then go from there. So right now, we would play the first game of the ACC tournament. 2 p.m. is the 12-13 game on Tuesday. These guys are going to cost me vacation days and extra money now. If you win that, we would then play 2:30 on Wednesday against the 5 seed, which right now is Pitt, who we've beat.
Barely.
If we win that, we then play the 4 seed, 2:30 on Thursday, and that is Wake Forest, who obviously beat us. And then after that, it'd be the 1 seed, which is Carolina right now. And then if we win that, the 2 or 3 seed probably, which is Virginia or Duke. Although we'd want to play Duke, so that way Norchad could punch Filipowski in the face because he deserves it.
Softer than butter.
That bitch.
Jackson wants us to get a real 4. Which is understandable. We really haven't had a real 4 for the last few years.
What do we mean by real 4? Again, look, so I mean, do we want to compress the court? Like, because that's what we're talking about. Because Norchad eats up the middle. Do you want like when you say a real 4?
He wants a stretch 4 would be my assumption.
No, you want to stretch 4 is my assumption. Again, I think look, we need to figure out who's coming back, figure out what style of play will work best with them, and go from there.
The issue is not scholarship players. You need players that are going to give you meaningful minutes. You look at some of our scholarship players right now that are coming off the bench. We're not getting meaningful minutes from them. So if we lose them, it's not really a loss.
Well, I mean, but also the reason that this happened, there just weren't. We got Cleveland. We didn't hit on all of our. We tried to get other people. We didn't hit on them. So.
But we also have a much better recruiting class coming in this year, as this next year. Like last year, we brought in Keyshawn, who obviously has become great for us, and then Joe Bay is getting minutes now out of necessity. Nwoko still has a lot to develop. But you're bringing in guys next year. You're bringing in Jaleel Bethea, who's an automatic starter. You're bringing in Austin Schwartz, who is another top 40 guy, who I think is going to get meaningful minutes off the bench. And then you're bringing in Isaiah Johnson, and I'm interested to see how he grows because I think he's a bit underrated. You get 1 or 2 pieces from the portal. You keep a few key guys like Nigel, Norchad, whoever else wants to stay, and I think we're fine. It's obvious that this team doesn't have a chemistry. There's too many injuries, and we don't have depth. I think we build that more next year with who we have coming in. And then, like I said, a couple of pieces from the transfer portal and we're fine.
Well, I just on this comment of that's actually really hard to do.
Yep.
Because where are those players coming from? Who's signing up for a bench role?
Exactly.
This is why when everyone's like, oh, we should have gotten a center. Who was signing up to play behind Norchad?
Mm-hmm.
No one good. So who are you getting? Right? I mean, I think, again, it's easier said than done. We need to see who's coming back and then build a team around whoever's here and Bethea. And that's kind of that's going to be the team next year. A lot of time to figure that out. He actually did a pretty good job defending their center when we went small.
Mm-hmm.
So did Bensley. Bensley kept getting switched on him and bodied his ass because Bensley's a bulldog.
Jordan Miller was not.
Also, real quick, Matthew Cleveland is not Jordan Miller. Matthew Cleveland is a more natural 3. Jordan Miller was a little bit bigger and had a different skill set and was able to play the 4.
He wasn't really playing the 4, though. I think
Jordan Miller is not a power forward.
He's not a power forward, but he was able to play the 4. He was able to play the 4 more efficiently than Matthew Cleveland could. But Matthew Cleveland also isn't a power forward. We are asking Cleveland to play out of position. Miller was able to handle it better.
Well, and Jordan Miller was able to do a lot of things that fit well in our system, right? Like he was one of the highest IQ guys on the team. He knew how to rotate. He covered up a lot of blemishes in terms of miscommunications on defense. He actually had a pretty good post game for a guard, but he's not a power forward.
He was able to play out of position better.
He was better to exactly.
But also, again, it wasn't. I think we're giving.
But basketball is so positionless now. Like the argument doesn't really even matter.
Not only is it positionless, I think not to take anything away from Zay or Jordan Miller, we're giving them way too much credit for a team that as a unit was very well connected and is now broken. And Jordan Miller wasn't a one-man defensive stop. Like it was team. We played a lot of good team defense. and we suck at that now. And it's not just because Jordan Miller and Zay were like holding everything together. The whole unit, the bench players knew their role, so you could sub them in without a drop off defensively. Like we make fun of Anthony Walker, like coming in, jacking up threes. He'd also be all over. He would also put a lot of energy out there, and give you something. Bensley was coming off the bench, like he's for a bench player, like that's a stud for a bench player. And I think we've now had to move some of them in the starting role. Some of the guys that we're plugging in are not fitting as well. But it wasn't. Last year's team was just well connected across the board, and this year's is not. And it's not like an individual player thing; it's a collective thing. And that's why we keep losing. It's not even really a talent issue. It's it's just not working, and
Not playing team ball.
And that infects the whole team too. We've lost a lot of confidence offensively. So much pump faking. Just shoot the fucking ball. Like it's all that stuff is just they're overthinking it. But we're surely going to Chapel Hill and win on Tuesday, Monday, and everyone will feel good about it.
If we can just not get massacred.
It doesn't matter. Like honestly, like we have 9 days to get healthy and try to win.
Yeah, the only hope is winning the ACC tournament. Like,
I mean, that's that. I mean, seriously, it's we're gonna go into Chapel Hill. We're gonna get killed. Then we have 9 days to get healthy. Try to work out some semblance of a rotation with all of our players. Because we got 2 games to do that. We're definitely playing on Tuesday, so we got to win 5 games in a row.
just get healthy, try to make a run.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Nate. I don't know what we're letting go, but it's a basketball show, man. We're supposed to talk about.
Yep. We're here even on the dark days.
Oh, I think he means in terms of like making the tournament or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Obviously,
we
obviously we know
realistically, we know we are.
we know we're
winning.
not going to
From-
win the ACC tournament.
From the
We're-
perspective of the team.
yeah,
right?
I don't think we're going to
That's what you're
forfeit.
trying to do.
I don't think we're going to forfeit the last 3 games in the Open and the ACC tournament. We're gonna show up and play. Nah, you never do that. That builds bad culture. You don't start putting guys out there that look. We have 9 days off after North Carolina. If you're gonna play, you should earn it in practice in those 9 days. This idea that we should throw kids out there that have not earned the right to play just because these guys might be gone or the seniors no, that just sets you back further. That's how you end up with Tate Martell in a fucking bowl game. You don't even enter the red zone in that game because you did things like put that clown in there. It's exactly the type of stuff that happens there. No, you earn a spot. If Chris Watson is better than Wooga, let him earn the right to play. He's not, though, so he's not going to. And if you want to lose a team, good way to do that is to put in the players that are not playing as well in practice that haven't earned the right to play just because they're younger. That's a great way to lose control of the entire team. Never do that.
I don't know if Nate meant it that way, but
also the young guys, they're all fucking transferring. What are we talking about? Just Nwoko, maybe Jove.
yeah. I think they can.
If they don't know that, I'm sorry. We spent like 10 minutes talking about how great Coach L is. We couldn't figure that out yet. He needs to see some AJ Casey minutes against Boston College to figure that out. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Guys that are obviously hurt aren't playing. That's why Nigel hasn't been out. And we actually talked about how we don't think we're going to see Wooga against UNC either.
Yeah. The guys that are obviously hurt are not playing.
They're not playing.
In fact, the guys that are not obviously hurt are not playing, which is part of the problem.
Yeah. So the young guys we're going to consider keeping that are obviously probably are going to be the ones that we keep would probably be Nwoko and Jobe. Watson's not going to be on this team next year. AJ Casey's not going to be on this team next year. I'm assuming Jakai is going to transfer unless he's okay with sitting the bench.
Yeah.
So
Can you post that comment that someone directed to me just so I can say thanks?
poor Matt.
Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm fine with Wilga and Pack shutting it down. I don't know that Wilga's going to be a part of this team next year, so we'll see.
So
Yeah, we will see.
look, are we going to win the ACC tournament? Obviously not.
No.
We're probably going to lose the first game, frankly, because we're the worst team in the conference right now. We are. Like, all of our wins were earlier in the year. We're not playing well. We're getting worse because there's a mental problem too. So we're probably going to – we might be wearing our white jerseys. We might not. It might be that bad that we're the lower seed, but we're going to – in the first round. But we're probably going to lose the first game and be done. However, again, as a program, you have to go there with the attitude of we're going to try and win this thing. Like, are we going to? Of course not. But, like, I'd be very disappointed in our program if we did stuff like this and just said, forget it, season's over. You go there and you show up to DC with the intent of winning the thing. And then you're going to lose the first game anyway because we're not good. But no, you put your best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, it won't.
Right now, my best foot is my left one.
2025 recruiting will take a beating. No, it won't. How do you think we got, like, first of all, the portal changes everything. And you look at Isaiah Wong was the ACC Player of the Year last year. This is a guy Coach L recruited. So recruiting's going to take a beating when Coach L decides to step down, and then we have a new coach that needs to prove what he can do. That's what's going to happen. But I don't think 2025 recruiting takes a beating because I think we take another step forward next year.
again, we have 9 days off after North Carolina. Get everyone healthy, figure out a rotation, roll it out there against Boston College and FSU, go to DC and try to win 5 games in a row, which you're obviously not going to do. But and then after that, the season's over whenever you lose that game in DC. So,
and y'all have to remember too, like, what coach at the beginning of the season thinks of rotations of every possible injury that we could have? Like, literally, there's somebody injured every single game. Coach L is having to change rotations basically every game. He's in an impossible situation.
He's partially having to do that. He's partially choosing to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
no one made him sub Jakayan as the first person against UNC when we were like, what the fuck?
Well, who's he gonna freaking play? Watson was playing like shit. You gotta I mean, he's literally just reaching for straws because there's no other options.
Yeah, but that's not the correct way to coach. Again,
listen, you gonna tell Coach L what to do?
I can say he's done a bad job this year, yes. He never had a good feel for this team, and you're right, he's grasping at straws. But if you've been doing that after having coached this team through training camp and through all of these games, yeah, you messed something up somewhere.
I didn't say I was always right. I'm literally just disagreeing.
Yeah, Bella and I argue all the time.
For real, you should see us offline.
They're really aggressive.
Whoa, hold on. I feel like you two gang up on me a lot more the other way around.
Yeah, and you deserve it.
No, but
You're the one that kicks me out of shows.
I did not kick you out of I moved you backstage briefly, and you left on your own volition.
People out of shows. Like, what does that say about you as a person, Vish?
I don't know.
I'm just joking, by the way, guys. I mean, he did kick me out of a show, but I wasn't disabled at that time.
Hold on. I removed you from stream. I have 3 options. I can remove from stream, which is what I did. I can kick you out of the show, or I can perma-ban you.
Oh.
You kicked Matt out of the stream once.
Exactly.
Never kicked him out of a show. Never.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
No.
you did.
No, I have not.
We can keep arguing this, but you're gonna lose that argument.
No.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Our leader has spoken. You kicked me out. Sorry,
I
but
don't care. You're absolutely wrong. You're completely wrong. Kick throws you out, not moves you backstage. You left of your own volition.
You kicked him out of the live stream, which is essentially
I
You're
moved him back
delirious.
backstage where he's still watching the stream.
You're delirious.
he's not
from that
in the
milkshake
stream.
You had. That
He is in the
soggy
stream. He's
bagel
backstage,
milkshake.
and he is backstage, and even tells them you will be added back to the stream. And then
Matt,
he just
apparently you're the only classy person on this show, according
said
to,
that?
to this guy. I guess
Oh,
you have
wow.
a fan club.
That's a first. No one. Usually people make burners to come after me.
Me disagreeing with Vish automatically makes me not classy, apparently.
I've never been called classy before.
wait till they find
No,
out
we're
you're-
amateurish and you live in a basement, right? Is that
I do.
You're
Yeah.
a California liberal. Anyway,
Oh man.
no, I do
There's
think
a new
look,
GIF meme.
I do think if Coach Hal not having a finger on the pulse of this team at this point is on him a lot. He's had all of training camp. Played how many games have we played at this point? Like 25, something like that. Like,
Feels like 60.
how does he not know who to call on off the bat? Like that,
Well,
the fact that
we've
we're in
talked
the
about
middle
it,
of
like-
ACC play and he's randomly, maybe I'll try Joe Bay.
How are you gonna get?
They put Jakai in there.
But we talked about it too, like with younger guys, with these guys that haven't played major minutes. How are you expecting consistent performances from inconsistent playing time? You know what I mean? It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, like none of us, like Joe Bay checked in. I forget what game it was. He checked in and we're like, holy fuck, Joe Bay's checking into the game.
I didn't
He's
say
got-
okay.
Not,
So I didn't,
not, I'm not saying that Coach L didn't mismanage the situation, but I also don't think he expected to be in this situation where you have multiple guys injured when you kind of had your core lineup of who you thought were going to be the guys this year. I don't know that he was expecting to have to go to Jakai and Joe Bay. And so now he's just trying to figure out like who can he get some consistency from. And because these guys are coming in and out, you're not getting any consistency because he's not sticking with one particular young guy. So maybe how he handled that was mishandling the situation because he's kind of gone back and forth between like, oh, Watson's getting minutes, Joe Bay's getting minutes, Robinson's getting minutes, kind of mixing it up with Nwoko and Casey. Maybe that was mishandled, but I think he was kind of set up to fail because of all of these injuries. So it's kind of both on him and both like really shitty luck.
T-shirts will be sent out soon, Nate. Don't worry, I got you. I got hoodies too. Don't forget it.
Yes.
yeah, no, I mean,
we need t-shirts for the Keyshawn George fan club that we started at the beginning of the year, remember?
Yeah,
The fro.
that fan club's about to leave campus. But
Wow.
I mean, he's going pro. Like, what are we talking about? But
He
there's no
said
way.
it. He said it.
There's no way. There's no way he's coming back. But no, I agree. Like, there was
Can we
no way
bookmark
with
this just in case he like the random % chance that he does.
yeah.
we can
I
put
mean,
that in
look,
the show next year.
So I don't think there's any way with the level of injuries we've had that this year was going to end well. Like, let's be real. But I don't think Coach L's done a good job managing this season. I mean, we talked about this, right? Like, from the beginning, even like why was Wooga put back into the game against Stonehill where he really injured himself a lot worse? Like, that whole thing, we caused that. He got hurt in the first half. We're up by like 40 at the half. We put him back in the second half. He hurt his ankle worse. He had to miss a bunch of games, right? Like, and he hasn't been healthy since. Why are we doing that? And
Can I
even
quickly address Jordan?
I was going to ignore it, but go for it.
Jordan, we're a basketball show, not basketball, not baseball. If you want to talk basketball or football or baseball, the football show's on Monday nights, and just check Canes on Deck for our baseball show. But this is the basketball show, so this is why we're talking basketball. There you go. Anyway.
We've talked about this quite a bit in terms of role definition. If you want to have role players, you have to define the role they're doing. And we haven't done that. And even to your point, Melissa, all of a sudden Jakai is the only backup guard. No, but hold on. Like, we're all making fun of it because Coach L said it's ridiculous, right? But
That's why I'm
Today-
laughing at it.
no, but today he didn't play. It was Watson got the call. We're a week removed from he's the only backup guard, but once Wooga got injured, here comes Watson.
And that's to Nate's point.
Yeah, it's not. It's,
You don't really know what you're gonna get out of any of these guys, except for really Norchad.
And I'll also say, like the first game Jakai played was they played like real minutes was UNC. So he came in the first half, and we were like, I was like, remember I elbowed you.
You're like,
Guys
"Oh,
coming-
God."
But then there was like 4 minutes left in the game. It was a close game. He put him back in. And I was like, you cannot have
That I
him in.
didn't get.
I was like, you cannot have that guy on the court right now. What are you
Why
doing?
did he put him in again? Like, what was the?
He was
it
trying
a
to do
foul?
some weird offense defense thing. It wasn't even foul trouble. He was just he was trying.
I was going back and forth with Nigel, I believe.
Yeah, he was
I
doing
think
because
that was
my-
the reasoning, the
because-
offense defense. But it didn't make sense because we only had one timeout left. So we used that one timeout to get Nigel back in.
and then we were at 10. But it also it's just like, no, you just cannot have that guy in the court
Yeah.
at that point. It's not the only time we've done that.
Yeah.
It's
I,
just like
I think just
no,
the-
what was it? Boston College or was NC State where Joe Bay was inexplicably in at the end of the game and tried that running Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sky hook and bricked it? And I'm like, why is this guy shooting? It's the same thing today. The ball found Watson 2 of the 3 possessions we had to tie the game.
Vish was literally having a stroke in the media section today when Chris Watson took a shot.
Well, the first time it was like a slow moving train. I said before he even shot, I was like, Melissa, he's gonna try and score. It's just-
Vish was literally about to have a stroke. Like he was
'cause I
about to
could
blow
see
an
it coming.
aneurysm.
When he
Something.
caught the ball at the top of the key, I was like, oh no, he's gonna try and do something instead of just passing to one of the better players.
Yeah.
But also,
But-
you see some of that though too. Again, because of the inconsistency in lineups. Like we saw this, right? Wooga got hurt. So then Watson came in. And then Coach L was rotate some players in, so Watson stayed in after where he came back in. But then he had Keyshawn up at the scores. I think it was Keyshawn up at the scores table to come in for Watson. When Watson made that and one shot, of course, he ended up missing the free throw.
Yeah.
Coach O goes to the scorer's table and tells Keyshawn, go in for Matthew Cleveland instead, just because Watson just made a shot. He's like, oh, well, now he stayed in the game.
You've earned
When you-
playing time.
Yeah, when you do stuff like that, of course they're going to like, oh, this is my chance. I'm going to take the shot here. And it's just it's reinforcing.
Nate's referring to our UNC.
No, I
comment
know.
about
I
Jakai.
know. I know.
I mean,
Jakai
yeah,
should
it was an
not-
offense defense thing, but it didn't make sense because first of all, the lack of timeouts we had. I mean,
But also, Jakai's not a good defender. If you're going to do that, put Watson in. He's a much better defender.
yeah.
It
I'm interested to know what that like 5-guard lineup was like. Have you been practicing that? Was that just like another experimentation?
I think it was. So Watson did play pretty well up to that point, and frankly, Norchad checked out in the second half. It was bad, and I think he's like he got him. He's like he can't play. Who do I put in? So it's either Nwoko or he just went with that.
I know
Like,
it's not
it's-
reliable on a 1-game sample, but I was looking and I think his plus minus was like minus 18 or something crazy.
Who Watson's?
No, Norchad's.
Oh,
I think it was.
He wasn't
Awesome,
in when we
crazy.
made the run. That's
yeah,
why.
because he wasn't in when we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in at the beginning of the second half, and he wasn't in when we.
It's kind of insane because if you watch like the last whatever
Minus
minutes
14.
it was,
Sorry.
and you saw that
Oh.
Norchad was on the bench, you would have thought that he was in foul trouble.
You know, the other funny thing that happened to him is when we were intentionally fouling at the end, we kept subbing him in to rebound if they missed the free throw. So he was technically on the court when they made all the free throws.
Oh, that's
But then
why.
he immediately went back to the bench. So even like when Bensley hit that 3, he wasn't on the court. Oh no, he was because he grabbed the rebound and saved it. He was.
Oh yeah, he passed it out. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah, he was out there for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, he had to take the free throw hits.
You know, I feel for Norchad because I feel like I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I feel like he's the one that's given the most all season. Like the most effort. And been like our most consistent guy, minus like that 1 or 2 games where he hurt himself or whatever. But
We still don't know what his injury was. He looked fine
Yeah.
the game before.
But
he
he sat a game and then came back and he was like an all new guy. Like,
yeah, but we still don't know what that injury was. 'Cause
yeah,
he was injured.
I don't know. Cleveland had a hip injury and was using a massage gun on the sideline. So, I mean,
What a weird
please-
year.
It's just, I mean, obviously, like today, Wooga hurt his ankle. Like they were both going for a rebound, and somehow Joe Bay was the one committing the foul, but they both fell, and Joe Bay literally and then right on Wooga's leg. Like I was like, oh shit, in slow mo as it happened,
Jesus.
One of those.
because it was right where we were sitting, because we were on that end
Yeah,
line.
that's the side where the meat is.
Mhm.
You think didn't Matthew Cleveland have like a stomach bug? That's why he missed the last game.
Yeah, he had like
You
food
think
poisoning.
you think he used the massage gun on his stomach?
He couldn't do like, play anyway, like Shane Larkin.
Poor
did.
guy had Cracker Barrel.
Someone should have warned him.
Never trust it. Don't trust
Don't eat the
it.
dumplings.
There's no way that
don't eat-
there's not even Cracker Barrel in Miami, is there?
I'm not sure actually. Should I look it up?
I've never seen one for
Is
sure.
there one in Tallahassee?
I'm sure if you go farther north of here, there's
Yeah.
gotta be Cracker Barrels everywhere. But I know Matthew would have better judgment than to go.
Says
into
the
a Cracker
nearest
Barrel.
Cracker Barrel, Florida City and Pembroke Pines. So no, there is not one in Miami.
I mean, Florida City is Dade County, right?
That's like right.
Yeah, it's where the
before-
turnpike hits
it's
US
right
one.
before you get on the stretch to go to the Keys.
Yeah, that's
I
technically
guess
Dade
it's
County.
technically Miami, but it's far as fuck.
It's Dade County.
Hold on, let me see how far away it is. It is 27.8 miles away
The one in Pembroke Pines.
from my
is probably-
location, from South Miami.
which is basically on campus, but the Pembroke Pines is probably closer, actually.
So
Sorry, I gotta move around a lot, man.
don't get a DVT.
For
from
what?
sitting so much.
Do what?
A blood clot in your leg from sitting so much.
Oh,
It should
I
be
got crutches
mandatory that
now.
Wooga plays in old school high tops. He has had a lot of ankle injuries.
I mean,
Although the
he's gonna get a
injury
high ankle
today,
sprain then.
the injury today, I don't think high tops would have saved him because Joe
No,
Bay
nothing.
literally fell on top of his leg.
well, he got thrown onto him, which was a foul on Joe for some reason.
Yeah.
You know how bad a high ankle sprain is though when you wear like the higher top sneakers? It's bad, man. It still would have happened.
Should we pull
Still
up
gonna
Matt's
happen.
ankle x-ray?
No, please don't. That's weird.
All right. Are we doing a Mount Trashmore or a Mount Rushmore?
Well, we already know what we're doing, but
Are we doing a Mount Rushmore? We've lost
Yeah.
so much, we've run out of Mount Trashmore. So we're
yeah,
just going to go Mount Rushmore.
we're just whatever, man. Just real quick, women play tomorrow 2 p.m. at Clemson. Must win after
Yeah.
Thursday's
We're on the
debacle.
bubble.
Well, the
And
only thing,
we want that first round bye in the ACC.
frankly, like on merit, we probably shouldn't be in, but the ACC and women's is like the Big 12. So we lost to a 4-win ACC team on Thursday, but it
And
was
it's
a
still a
quad
quad
one.
one.
It's a quad one loss because their net rating is so.
I'm gonna when we beat them tomorrow, I'm gonna
Tweet at PJ Hall's mom.
tweet at PJ's Hall's mom and be like, "What happened? PJ too scared to show up."
Can you put a gif of a pigeon?
That'd be funny.
No, just use the gif of your face, quite honestly.
Was that your impression of my face?
I
Vish?
tried. I can't pull it off.
It looked like you
Can't
were
do
trying
it.
to whip your hair around or something.
If I had hair,
What
that
hair?
would be nice. Oh god, she's gonna hold the gif up, isn't she?
That'll be Matt when he can walk again.
You got a haircut, didn't you, Matt?
Yeah, and I'm balding.
I wasn't going there. You went there.
I've
Let's
seen
say it
I've
looks
seen
good.
I've seen Vish's bald head when he
Yeah.
goes to adjust his cap.
Or the anthem. You gotta take your hat off.
Matt, please don't use your massage gun on your ankle. We want to see you back in your basement soon.
It's too late. This is how it happened.
Did someone hand you a massage gun after you
I
hurt
miss-
your ankle?
Yeah, I used the wrong attachment and just destroyed my ankle.
What shoes were
It
you
actually
wearing?
wasn't even a massage gun.
Wait,
It was
what
just-
shoes were you wearing?
I Good question. I started wearing, because you guys know I have a lot of shoes. I started wearing a new pair. They're like mid tops. I can't remember. It's because it's a pair that I wasn't gonna wear indoors, so I just used them. They actually might be a pair of Kyrie's, I think, because they have the rubber. You know, like some shoes have like the softer cushion rubber,
Yeah.
and then some have like the harder rubber. They have the harder rubber, so it's like better traction, and they last longer outside. But yeah, they messed me up.
Anyway, Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurant. Are we sure we haven't done this one?
No, we've only
We
done
did
our
fast
Mount
food
Trashmore.
items.
We did our favorite fast food items, but we did
Remember
our Trashmore of
Panera?
worst restaurants.
No, I know we did. I know we did.
No, we
Trashmore.
never did. We never did a Rushmore of favorite fast food chains. I'm assuming this list is going to apply.
Oh yeah, you can put.
Injured people first tonight. I have to narrow mine down here. I have a list, and it's more than
Okay,
four.
well, I mean, my number one's easy. Well, I don't want to say number one, but like it's like my go-to a lot. Wait, are we counting Chipotle as fast food too?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I definitely have to pick Chipotle because I go there the most.
Doesn't necessarily
I'll
mean
go
it's your favorite. It might just be what you're doing.
Nah. If I could still stomach Chipotle, it would be on my list.
Yeah. See, dude, she prefers Chipotle over Chick-fil-A.
But the GERD does not.
Preferred.
The GERD.
That is past tense.
The GERD.
I am an old lady. Wait, I'm still waiting for someone. Wait,
Oh, you always blame Vish. Come on, you know that.
That's how the show works.
are issues with injuries on Adidas?
Oh. Oh yeah, you can blame
Okay,
Vish.
as one sentence. I'm still waiting for someone to blame our issues with injuries on Adidas. That's what he's saying.
Oh, I thought he was blaming it. I was like, no, I think Nick
No.
likes Adidas.
No, that's one sentence together. Yeah, he did
Oh.
it across two messages. If you read it, as
Listen.
one, it makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. Like, is Norchad the only one that's superhuman that can bounce back from a severe ankle sprain like he did last year after the Duke game and managed to play in the tournament? Do you remember real quick, do you remember what his ankle looked like at Selection Sunday? Like someone zoomed in on the photo and his ankle was like
Well, he was in a boot.
No, he was wearing socks and shoes.
No, but he was in a boot. He was 100% in a boot at the selection show.
He wasn't. Because they zoomed in on his fat ankle. He may have taken the boot off while he was sitting there because it was literally floating
No,
around.
I believe Melissa on anything Norchad related, to be honest. I gotta go with her on this one.
She's not zooming out his ankle. She's zooming in on other stuff. All right.
His smile is so gorgeous. So, Matt, your first one's Chipotle?
Yeah, I'll go Chipotle. A flood bowl.
Vish?
Start with the king.
I know, man. I'm getting there.
Start with the Burger King.
Burger King, really?
Oh, God.
You
He's
always
just
gotta
doing
go-
that because he wants to pick a Miami-based
He's
one.
going with his pretty patties.
Look
Allegedly flame broiled.
bad. Look bad.
They paint
I
on
mean,
the char
I don't.
marks.
I like there isn't that much. I mean, on the one
So should
hand,
I change this from Popeyes to BK?
no, no. This is
No,
about chicken.
because
That's
I
about
wouldn't be
chicken-
on that list.
That's also like.
Wait, Matt, would you do Chick-fil-A or BK?
I mean, that's two different things. I would do neither.
Yeah,
but
well, the whole point of the list is the chicken sandwich.
Chicken. Okay, yeah.
What do we- No, it's the
So
chicken
Matt
sandwich.
picked Chipotle,
He was
Vish picked BK. My first one's obviously Chick-fil-A. I mean,
Oh, okay. I was worried. I wasn't sure what you were gonna pick.
obviously Chick-fil-A. I got to narrow mine
Um,
down. I have like a list of 7 here. So
I gotta go.
Matt, you got a fan club starting with this guy, bro.
Apparently, it's nice to be a favorite of someone's.
You're my favorite GIF.
I'll go In-N-Out with my second one. I love In-N-Out.
Matt's not our West Coast representative unless he puts In-N-Out on this list.
West Coast, best coast, baby. Nate knows what's up. Too bad Max isn't here.
Nate's kind of got like a taste for everything because he grew up in Texas and then went to school in Miami for
He
a
likes
bit,
Whataburger though.
and now lives in but he's a Texas native. Although Vish kind of grew up in Texas for part of
No,
it.
how dare you?
You didn't, but you were born there. You lived there till how old? 13?
I'm a Miamian.
Is that why you're like such a Miami homer when it comes to like food establishments and whatnot?
It actually has nothing
Yeah.
to do with that. I like the Whopper, so I'm gonna go get a
Nate's comments. Have it your way, and by your way, I mean half-assed.
By the way, they will tell you rule when you pull up to the fucking drive-thru. That's very awkward.
Do they
Chick-fil-A
really?
Says my,
Yes.
says my pleasure.
It's a
Holy
new
shit! I
new
need to
thing.
go there.
Oh, they'll tell you rule.
Matt, can you go? Can we go to a BK and you can order something and just say, "Can I have a flame broiled Whopper, please?"
It's
Yeah,
not gonna do
I'll do
anything.
it.
They'll just give you a Whopper.
I mean, I can't do it right now, but maybe in a few weeks.
No, when you come in the summer, like all three of us. will go.
Oh, you want me to just order a Whopper? Yeah, I'll do it.
Ask
I'll
them
get a
for a
Whopper
flame
with that.
broiled Whopper.
I'll get a Whopper with you.
Let's do a Whopper eating contest. Let's go.
So you two can.
Could probably
We'll
wait
get
too,
you,
to be
they
honest.
have chicken. We'll get you a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
I mean, what do they do to the chicken sandwiches if they paint the grill marks on the burgers?
They have multiple kinds of chicken sandwiches. They have the long one, like the classic one, and then they have like normal ones too.
All right.
Popeyes.
So Matt said Chipotle and In-N-Out. Vish says BK and Popeyes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to narrow mine down.
There's actually a method to what I'm doing. I'm not just picking it's actually the same
Like,
company.
it's-
but
it's-
but
It's
no,
quite
because
possible that I may pick all chicken joints.
well, I mean that's what you eat. So,
I mean,
but
you
I'm
eat
thinking-
chicken, so
So I'm gonna say Chick-fil-A, and then my next one, it's got to be Bojangles.
Wow, it's not even like one that you can really.
And it's
frequent.
not even in South Florida. But those biscuits, first of all, I love their chicken tenders and fries. It's got good seasoning on it. But their biscuits are just so amazing that it's gonna make my Mount Rushmore. So halfway through, what's next, Matt? You got Chipotle and In-N-Out. I started
got
writing
Chip-
this down to make it easier to recap.
I got Chipotle and In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
I'm gonna go with. I think you guys already knew this one's coming. I'm gonna go with Taco Bell.
Of course.
Even though they stole my credit card information.
Wait, what?
Still, remember the person stole my credit card information through the app?
Yeah,
You should remember this,
Hacked.
bitch. You were in this conversation. This wasn't a side text. from Melissa. You should know this
that
one.
I remember. That I remember, but that's what you get for being such a fanatic. You use the app. I mean, come on.
Listen, Nate is on point with his sarcastic comments today. You mean it's stored in the same freezer? Bitch loves terrible customers.
It's ironic. My dad's money comes from coming up with a customer service model. Anyway,
So
so
Bitch has got BK, Popeyes.
yeah. So let's see. The third one. I'm gonna echo Matt on that. Taco Bell.
Let's go, dude. I didn't think you'd be part of it, man.
There's a method to what I'm doing here. So if I had to get a burger, I'd get a Whopper. If I had to get chicken, I'd go to Popeyes. If I had to get fast Mexican, I'd go into the Taco Bell.
No, I would go to Chipotle.
Nah, Chipotle is limited menu-wise. They don't melt cheese on everything like Taco Bell does.
Chipotle is amazing.
I have Mexican pizza. Then you'll take that back.
Chick-fil-A, Bojangles. I'm having issues here because I have quite the list.
There's
place
one
where
that you haven't
okay,
said yet
that's
that I'm
what I was
surprised
at.
isn't on your list yet.
Huh?
There's one that you haven't said yet that I'm surprised you haven't mentioned.
You know, I prefer them cussing me out to my face than smiling and telling me to have a nice day and then closing on
My
Sunday.
pleasure.
Well, I mean, look, rude to your face versus actively working to strip us of our civil rights. I'm going with the rude to the face. Enjoy your Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, Bojangles.
That's gonna be a gif. That's gonna be a gift.
Melissa also
I
just
can
blowing
just-
past
I
my
can
comic.
just-
She knows I was right. So
Matt's face was priceless.
Yeah, she's making that into a gift. That's great.
well, she conveniently just ignored what I said because I was 100% accurate.
I'm trying to narrow this down.
I know I'm having trouble with my last one too. So
My third one's gonna be.
I'm having trouble picking the last one.
I'm interested to know which one Matt thinks that I haven't said yet. It's probably this one.
which one?
Well, she hasn't said it. She's got 2 left still.
Which one?
She went last.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Panda.
Yep, I knew it. I was
Oh,
waiting
that's a
for
good
it.
one.
Yeah, I'll put Panda as my number 3.
Damn, okay. You're number 4. Isn't it 4? Aren't we on
No,
4?
I went third. Chick-fil-A.
You
versus
went
Panda.
first.
Oh,
You went
I went
first,
first.
Sleeping God.
See, I'm not used to this, man.
I know we switched it up. So Matt's
switched
gone
it
with
up.
Chipotle.
KFC
In-N-Out.
was on our trash more. So
Yeah, KFC was definitely on our track. On all 3.
I think on. Did I,
I
put
had
that
it
on
It
on
was
mine?
on mine and Matt's. Was it
Yeah.
on yours, Vish?
Oh man, I'm gonna lose my fan club.
I don't think it was.
Damn
on
it.
mine.
So Matt's gone with Chipotle, In-N-Out, Taco Bell. What's your 4th?
I don't know what my 4th would be. Those are the main spots that I like hit
I'm
up.
between 2
I'd
for my
s-
last one.
I mean,
I don't even have a third or 4th one. I'm thinking.
I don't want to say this place because we already we did a separate one and I included this. I was gonna say Firehouse because I love Firehouse, but we did sub shops.
Yeah, I
The
guess
sandwich
because we did
shops.
stuff separately. That
Yeah. I mean, I like Five Guys too, but I already got the In-N-Out down there. Damn, dude, I don't know. Del Taco.
wow. You just,
Nah.
Okay, so wait, what was the thing?
No.
No, you
about
already said
Taco?
Taco Bell.
It's better ingredients assemble poorly, so it doesn't taste as good as Taco Bell. Is
Yeah,
that- that's where
but
we landed on.
no,
Del
the
Taco?
the individual ingredients are better,
Yeah, better,
but
but
the
then,
items
like,
just suck.
Collectivization is where
Yeah.
it falls apart.
Yeah,
Chipotle, In-N-Out, Taco Bell, and
I'll go with Melissa. I'll just say Panda. I'll go with Panda. I love Panda.
Huh.
yes, Nate. It was my go-to after class on a regular basis.
Is it even
Panda.
still there? Have you seen the food
It's
court
still
lately?
it's in the food court. Last I checked,
It's still there?
a few years ago when
I don't know. There's a
it.
freaking Vicky Bakery in the food court now, so I just go over there.
Oh, there was a Panda on our campus.
That food court's ridiculous now. When I was in school,
know.
shit.
But it had Panda.
When they got rid of the Taco Bell and replaced it with Salsaritas. What the fuck was that?
All right, Vish. BK, Popeyes, Taco Bell, and
This is tough. I don't really have a 4th one. I'm not going with Panda just because you 2 picked it. I guess we can't use Cuban bakeries. I can't throw a Pinecrest Bakery or Vicky Bakery in there. Yes, no,
Bakery.
really.
I thought you guys like Shake Shack.
I already got my burger at
That's
at
what my
Burger
thought
Day.
process. Yeah.
So I'm not.
list.
Well, everything's on your. You have like 7 things on your list. I already got my burger, my chicken, and my fast Mexican. So, what other options are? I'm not, and I won't pick Panda because you 2 picked it. So I need something else here.
Bojangles.
There's not one anywhere near me. Like,
Dang, I should have put A&W on my list.
Hangry Joe's.
Oh,
Woo Boy was better. I will say that Woo Boy was way better. If I had to pick one of those, it'd be Woo Boy. But it's another chicken spot.
Pick a dessert fast food.
A dessert fast food. Dairy Queen? Like, what are we talking about? What's a dessert? I already put what's it called cookout on my Mount Trash for, so it's definitely not coming
Yeah, because
back.
the only thing good there is the milkshakes.
Well, we can't put
The
Mars.
food, as Vish would say, the food was coolito.
It was. We should have just gone to Waffle House.
oh God.
It was the only 2 things where were open by the time her flight was 800 hours delayed, and it was all those other
4 hours.
Okay, I'm done
Vish,
stalling.
pick a 4th.
Yeah, hold on. All right. Damn,
Come on, Bish.
I got nothing. I'm empty here. Because you won't let me use my Cuban bakeries. Even though
Yeah,
you just
you're-
order at a counter and they hand you food.
Nate says Whataburger, Lime, Chick-fil-A, and Jack in the Box.
When you guys come
Jack-
down here, I'll take you to the best Cuban bakery here.
You've actually shown us pictures of that. That is coolito, man. You can't be doing that. When you come here,
Vish, stop stalling.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
pick
responding.
already.
Also, Jack in the Box was on Matt's Mount Trashmore.
Yeah. Well, no, but it was on my Mount Trashmore. But when you have it when you're
Actually,
under the influence, that's different.
Jack in the Box and
Then it's on
Whataburger.
Rushmore. of
We're on our
best.
Trashmores. All right.
Count the Mount Rushmore of foods to eat when you're drunk.
That's a later.
Yeah.
A later. I mean, that's Taco Bell for sure. But
I think Taco Bell's a top for most people.
Nah, dude.
I
Taco
really-
Bell's every day.
I am
Meal
really
prepping
struggling.
Taco Bell.
I'm really struggling here.
Hurry up, or you're getting defaulted to Whataburger.
Oh fuck.
You have 10 seconds.
God, I don't want to pick Panda Express, but like I've hit all the food groups.
There's
And I-
no other places that you. I feel like
don't
you've
eat
talked
that
about
much.
somewhere else.
What were my menu items? 'Cause we did menu items, right? No, but I
There
did
was-
do orange. I did do orange chicken from Panda Express. Fuck
Yeah,
this.
you did. You did Whopper. You did.
Does
orange
Miami
chicken.
Grill count? It's got a drive-through. That should count, right? If there's a drive-through, that's what I'll go with. That's got to count. Miami Grill. It's
My last one.
the new name for Miami subs for you old people.
My last one is Cinnabon.
Wait, hold on a fucking second. I couldn't count a Cuban bakery, but you can count Cinnabon?
Cinnabon's fast food.
What do you think a Cuban bakery is? It's a bunch of shit that they've cooked, and you go get me a fucking pan de bono and 6.
Okay, you're just
pastelitos,
trying to
they throw
do,
the
like,
bots.
You're just trying to
Cinnabon.
go with an all Miami lineup right now, dude.
Cinnabon.
No,
Cinnabon
so I
for the
picked-
win.
What else? did I
Cinnabon-
pick?
Cinnabon's a
Chick-fil-A, Panda,
national-
Bojangles, and Cinnabon.
Some diversity there.
Wait, what was my third pick?
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell. I'm not going all Miami. Taco Bell's on my
You
list.
said BK, Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Miami Grill.
Okay, I picked Miami Grill because I was out of ideas because you wouldn't let me pick a Cuban bakery, and then you went
Because
and
a
picked
Cuban bakery
Cinnabon.
is not fast food.
How is it any different than Cinnabon?
Cinnabon's fast food. They have that shit in like malls and airports and
What do you think a Cuban bakery is?
it's not fast food.
It's the exact same thing.
Drive-throughs don't make it fast food, by the way.
It's the exact same thing. There's a bunch of pre-baked.
Matt,
baked
do you
goods.
allow it?
Wait, so what is even what is Vish trying to
He
argue
wants
right
to
now?
know if
I'm
a
sorry,
Cuban
I'm doing-
bakery-
I was
I'm-
okay. I
I'm
was
playing
okay.
I'm
with,
playing my digital kendama right now. Sorry. So what?
I was
what is,
okay with her rejecting my.
you have a
attempt-
digital kendama.
No, I'm just messing.
He's just saying we bored him to death and he's not paying attention. I wanted to pick like Pinecrest Bakery. She said no, that doesn't count. And then she picked Cinnabon, which is the same thing.
Well, I've heard of Cinnabon. I haven't heard of Pinecrest. What is it? Deli?
No, it's literally the same thing as Cinnabon, except they have
Then
more
can I
than-
pick the Publix deli as fast food?
What? Okay, what are we doing here?
Hold on a second.
What are we doing here?
That's not the same thing.
Whatever you want, Vish. Whatever you want as your fourth. It's fine.
All I'm saying is, it's how is
We
how
need
is
to come
pre-
up with rules to this. If this is how we're
Pollo
gonna
Tropical does
proceed.
count as fast food, Nate. You can replace it.
and it was also and it'll keep. Well, you placed Jack, so you now have Melissa's Mount Trashmore instead of Matt's. But,
Yeah. Whatever you want. You want to put the Cuban bakery as your
Oh,
fourth?
I just don't understand the difference. I was fine getting
No,
with the
there's
rejection.
definitely a difference
No,
because there is.
I
It's
don't.
whatever
get
you
it.
want. It's fine. If you want to put that, you're good.
Are you
What
just
if I-
saying
if I-
just a Cuban bakery in general?
No,
There's
there's like
Pinecrest
item-
Bakery. There's multiple ones in
There's
Miami.
Pinecrest Bakery, there's
Oh.
Vicky Bakery, but what it is, it's a bunch of like bake,
How many
like
locations?
Pinecrest Bakery probably has like 20 or something. But there's
Hmm.
like there are
Multiple states or no? Only Florida.
only Miami probably, but
Only Miami? Okay, yeah, no, it's a no. Sorry,
Pollo
bro.
Tropical is on here. It's the same shit. They're just not going anywhere. But
Well, that's because I want to hear Melissa say pollo. That's different.
God,
We allow it.
Pollo.
Yay. Marco. Polo.
All I'm saying is it's pre-baked goods.
Fish,
You go to the
it's
counter and
fine.
order.
Whatever you want, Fish.
You were so adamant that it didn't count that you went
I
right
don't
to
think it
Cinnabon.
is fast food, but if
But
I,
I was-
I don't want to continue the argument, so whatever
Dude,
you want.
it's no different than Cinnabon though.
It's different.
Cinnabon has drive-throughs though.
You can go through Vicky Bakery drive-through.
Well,
Again, it's okay. Would Dunkin' Donuts count?
Yeah.
yeah. Are you
It's
serious?
the same thing. You go up to the counter and you order what you
No,
want.
it's
They throw it in the
not.
box
That's
and give it to you.
Are you a national fast? What? What are we even talking about here?
I am talking about
Are you
the exact
serious right
same
now?
concept. The only difference is
This
instead
is
of
your
putting donuts,
wildest take I've ever heard in my
instead
life.
of putting donuts or Cinnabons into the box, they're putting pastelitos. That is the only fucking difference. It's the exact same thing.
I don't know. I
Vish,
don't,
it's
I
fine.
don't
You
agree
can
with
put
this.
Pine
Oh, I
Crest Bakery
definitely
as
am
your
now
fourth.
that you affirm Dunkin'.
No
it's
one's
the same
arguing with you
fucking thing.
anymore. It's fine.
There's,
It's your
know.
fourth.
there's
I know,
just an
I won.
asterisk next to his list.
Now I gotta
This-
figure out.
Matt,
Okay,
does
we'll go
Cinnabon
Pine Crest
count?
Bakery.
Yeah, Cinnabon for sure counts. Are you
Okay,
kidding
then
me?
Pine Crest Bakery is my fourth. Get Miami
Alright.
Grill off there.
All right, Pinecrest Deli
Bakery,
on
damn
the
it,
list.
not deli.
Oh, it's a bakery? Yeah, it's for sure not. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Bish is gonna break his desk right now because of me.
It's the same thing, damn it. If I go to the counter and order a Cinnabon, it counts. If I ask for a pastelito,
Nate's
it doesn't
comparing it
count.
to Panera.
Oh God, yeah, no, just it's on your Mount Rushmore best, and it's like
I'm gonna
Panera.
take. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take. When you come to Miami, I'm gonna take you to a Cuban bakery.
I don't want to go to Panera.
It's not Panera. He's talking style wise because you order and then they give you food.
I mean, that's how any restaurant works.
Wait,
you order
should
and
we
they give you
recap
food.
our? Let's recap our Mount Rushmores. Go,
It's
Matt.
most definitely not Panera.
I don't even remember mine because Vish just went on a
Chipotle,
tangent.
Chipotle, In-N-Out, Taco
Uh,
Bell, and Panda.
Panda.
What's your favorite one? What's your top of the
Okay,
four?
favorite? Like I
Of
would
the-
want
of
it.
the four.
Oh my God, dude, that's so rough. I don't know.
I thought.
I
you
mean,
were gonna
I mean,
say Taco Bell.
Chipotle. You definitely is your most.
Well, that's my
frequently-
go-to just because I know how many calories it is. Like when I'm, you know,
Yeah.
I would probably say, oh, man, I don't know. Honestly, either In-N-Out or Taco Bell.
Vish.
In-N-Out's just such a freaking hassle to go to.
Why is it like
So-
always?
It's it's always
Long.
packed.
And they're not as
So-
quick as Chick-fil-A is.
No, In-N-Out's pretty damn quick.
All
I
right,
got
Oh,
the
Vish.
assembly line.
fight.
What's yours, Vish?
I
He wants us to get into a fight because he's sick of getting picked on.
don't care. I can take it. I mean, the one I go to the most is the Cuban bakeries.
Is that your
Yeah.
favorite?
Yeah,
Out
I'll go
of
Pinecrest Bakery.
BK, Popeyes, Taco Bell, and the bakeries.
Get
Mine
coffee-
are
get my coffee.
Chick-fil-A, Panda, Bojangles, and Cinnabon. And obviously my top is Chick-fil-A.
Man, I would have put Dairy Queen on mine too. I just thought of that.
What would it
Honorable
have replaced?
Honorable mention to Shake Shack because that was definitely on my list.
Shake Shack would be closer to my trash more.
No, I like Shake Shack.
No, definitely not. It would definitely be closer.
I hate the cheese sauce that they put on their fries. It's disgusting.
Their cookies and cream shake is fire.
You hate the cheese. That's why you hate Shake Shack because the.
I hate the. Okay, no,
Don't
hold on,
order
you
the
didn't-
cheese fries.
No,
Like, what are we
no,
doing?
You didn't. I just said I hate that. The times I've had shakes here too, they've been awful. At the
I feel
Shake
like
Shacks
Shake
here.
Shack is better on the East Coast for whatever reason.
I mean, when I had it in New York, it was definitely better. Yeah,
So
but
Well, you can go to Culver's, right? Or is that only by Nate?
oh, Culver's is. I mean, that's yeah.
Fish,
that's
when
in
are we doing
Arizona.
that, by the way?
I like Freddy's. I'd put Freddy's up there. That one's.
I guess
Also,
next
is it
time
weird
I'm
that I
down-
put a fast food restaurant that they don't even have in South Florida?
Yes. I wonder, like seriously, if Bojangles was here, how often would you go to it?
I don't know. It would be in the rotation, that's for sure.
Would it really?
There you go.
They're biscuits, man.
I mean, I would go get a biscuit, but I don't know that I'd eat their chicken very often at all.
No, I like it.
It's fine, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it.
Well, you also got to remember, like, I don't eat like beef and stuff, so my fast food restaurants is a narrower choice because
No, I
you
get
guys,
that, but I
like,
guess
do
my
all, like,
question,
burger
I guess the
joints.
way, no, for sure. I guess the question I'm asking is how many times are you like, you get open your DoorDash and you're like, oh, not doing the Chick-fil-A today, I'm doing the Bojangles.
Sundays.
Hey, that's once a week.
That was excellent, by the way. Great answer. But I think you also answered my question.
I don't know if there's a better way to respond to that question.
There's not. You nailed it. You hit it out of
Man,
the
when I
park.
opened my DoorDash app today, I was struggling between Thai food and Indian food.
Oh, you went Indian.
You went, what was your order? You got
No,
Thai
I went
food,
Thai
right?
food.
No, I know, but you were
What'd you
considering
get?
Indian.
Yeah, I love Indian food.
So you want
Shake
Uh,
Shack is definitely fast food.
I went with the spicy drunken noodles.
Mm.
Got some spring rolls too.
I love spring rolls.
So good.
No, Shake Shack's definitely fast food.
Yeah, Shake Shack's fast
Yeah, I mean, come on. You order and they give
Whatever.
you food. It's fast food.
It's
Apparently, that's the rationale.
Well, no, I mean, if there's no table service, it's pretty much, I mean, that's really what we're saying, right? If you go order at a counter or a drive-thru and wait for them, then they just hand you the food.
Man, I haven't been to a Steak and Shake since I was like in high school.
Steak and
It was
Shake.
one of the few things in Coral Springs that was open past 10 o'clock. And we had to drive like 25 minutes to get to it. Freddy's is fire. Oh, Nate likes Freddy's.
See, yeah, Freddy's. I mean, if there was one near me, I'd put it on my list for sure.
Matt, if I didn't say Panda, would you have been surprised?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, but you did, so I mean, I knew it was gonna.
What
happen,
else was on
just
your
like you
list?
knew
'Cause
I
you
was
said
gonna
you
get
had, like-
Chipotle.
What?
What else was on your list? Because you said you had a bunch, right? What didn't make the cut? I know one was Shake Shack. What were the others?
Shake Shack was one. Honestly, those were kind of like the top 5. The other ones were just like me writing down a bunch just to like narrow it down. But like honestly, those 5 were like, all right, these are the ones I'm going to choose from. Like I like a good Auntie Anne's pretzel, but like I'm not going to put that on my Mount Rushmore.
You put Cinnabon.
It's Cinnabon. Come on, bro.
It's a one item. It's a
Wait.
one-
Do you like Auntie Anne's more than Wetzel's pretzels?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
But there is an element of nostalgia there as well.
Monica's
I
gonna
honestly-
debate you.
Because Auntie Anne's was in like the little mall in Coral Springs when I was growing up. So my mom would always take me, like if she had to go shopping when I was little,
Mhm.
but she'd always get me a pretzel. So like,
well, she's really gonna hate me because I don't know the difference. To be
Uh-oh.
honest, they're both in
Is-
malls, I think, right? And it's like if you want a pretzel,
We need to
whatever,
make
let's
sure we
say.
walk by an Auntie Anne's and be like, "Oh, we should go there" or something. You got to say that, Vish.
I can't
Oh,
imagine
shoot.
there's an Indians
Wait.
unless there's one in Union
Wait.
Station.
wait, hold on. Is Halal Guys considered fast food?
Yeah,
Vish?
it is.
What?
Is Halal Guys
100
considered
yeah,
fast
it
food?
is. 100%.
Yeah, no, it fits the bill. You order
Yeah,
at the
you
counter
order
and they
and
hand
you
you
get
food.
food. Yeah.
Okay,
Eat
I'm
on the
replacing
street.
Cinnabon with Halal Guys.
All this debate just for you to do that.
It
I
did
forgot
open the
about-
door for me to get.
Well, I don't
Pampers
have
Shaker
one
in there,
near me,
it's-
so I
it's
kind of
successful.
forgot. But their falafel is fire. Boom. So Chick-fil-A, Panda, Bojangles, and Halal Guys, with honorable mention to Cinnabon and Shake Shack.
So half of your stuff you can't even find.
No, there's a Halal Guys, in Brickell.
There's most definitely not a halal gaze, but just you said it. I just caught it, and you tried to blow past it. But also let that go.
No, there's one in Brickell, but it's too far to DoorDash, and I'm not dealing with Brickell traffic. So yeah,
There's one by my house.
there's a Freddy's near Nate, but it's next door to Culver's. Wow, that's quite the combo.
Damn.
Have we confirmed the Culvers in Coral Springs really exist? If we go there, it's like actually going to be. A
Yeah,
Culver's.
my mom said there's one because she did like a white elephant exchange, like with a bunch of her friends, and like one of the person she got, like she was trying to figure out what to get her, and like one of her friends said, "Oh, she loves Culver's." So there's one somewhere in Broward.
Okay, because I don't want to drive all the way out to Broward and be like, wait, what the?
Well, we're gonna go to
Culver's?
Kingsburg also.
Might as well after we
Although
we're-
we had like a 25-minute conversation with the workers from All Canes before the baseball game last night. Because we went in there to kill time and we're shopping, and I was talking about the lack of extra smalls.
well, they knew who we were watching, like buckets.
They were like, buckets! Joe Z
Buckets.
recognized us too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, then we've done shows from the team store. And Melissa's got Caneswear over her shoulder. We're breaking bread with All Canes. We're just
We should
We
do a
have
show
no-
from the team store when I'm there.
Listen,
we should.
listen. I explained this.
We
I
will.
explained this to the All Canes people. Caneswear is the most consistent as far as having a variety of extra smalls available. So it's become all the workers at all three places are awesome, but the extra small availability at Caneswear is better than anywhere else. So until that changes, I will continue to drive to Broward. And it's not because I don't like the other stores. It's just that I don't fit in like the other stuff. So the extra small availability keeps me going back to Caneswear. My guy
Because
Jeff
they know
DMs
you're
me
gonna
and
be
he said,
coming
"Hey,
for
we got these
the.
extra smalls in."
Yeah, see, they know you're coming.
So the new team store is super nice, but
Yeah.
the extra small component is an issue.
I mean, the new team store is probably the nicest space. Caneswear has the most shit. All Canes is the easiest location. I've got something going for 'em.
There you go. You got
All
something
Canes,
for everybody.
All Canes is the rain delay place. Like, oh shit, game's delayed.
All Canes
Go
is
get-
so convenient. It's so convenient. But like we were talking to one of the ladies yesterday for like 25 minutes. Like she recognized us as soon as we walked in. Like super nice. And I was even telling her, I'm like, the extra small situation is a problem. So
Oh, by the
Or-
way, if you're going to the Florida series this weekend,
yeah.
Friday for a couple hours before the game, they're doing a little barbecue or grilling out back of All Canes, free hot dogs, chips, and
Yeah.
soda from 5 to
Hey.
7 on Friday. So stop
Yep.
by there and
definitely. And do some shopping.
yeah, do some shopping, enjoy a hot dog, go watch us beat the Gators. Good Friday night.
hmm They've got some baseball jersey options as well if you need new gear.
We
And the
will not-
bookstore is really
and the
expensive.
bookstore.
we will not speak of the bookstore.
Really expensive.
Well, if you can find a place it's like literally the least parking accessible place on campus. So you start with that.
hmm
And then, yes, really expensive. Although my sister gets discounts, but oh, hey, look, check it out. Double loss today, man. Double loss today. He's big into the baseball too. Not a good night for the
But
good
the
guys.
Panthers run an OT.
No one gives a shit, even if it's his name.
Shout out to the Swede Forsling.
The Mavericks are on a 7-game winning streak. Things are happening. Can't wait to see how Jason Kidd ruins the season.
I think the Heat are on a big winning streak as well.
Yo, did you see that brawl last night?
Yo,
Yo, dude.
Jimmy Butler's about to go playoff mode. No volume because I have people screaming in my ear about baseball. Oh, Nate.
Yes, sir.
Nate,
Yes, sir, Nate.
the
Dude,
Dallas
Luka-
fans.
Things are happening.
Luca's my favorite player to watch.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
But I came to press the like button. We appreciate you.
This is what our basketball team is so bad. I can't even like watch the highlights of us playing well because it's just more depressing. So I've resorted
What
to watching.
highlights?
Well, no, because Melissa knows my go-to routine is
We got low lights, bro. We ain't got
Yeah.
highlights.
No, but when
Keyshawn
that happens,
3 in the first half.
I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about like you put on the Texas game from last year or whatever. I can't even do that now. It's all tainted right now in the short term.
Let's go back and watch the 2012-2013 Duke game.
No, instead I put on like Game 7 of Mavs Suns and watch.
Oh yeah,
That's what I was doing yesterday.
Devin Booker's dad.
Luca just laughing in their face is just like that was
He's so
enjoyable.
good.
Enjoyable. I could put on game 2 of the 2011 NBA Finals too, when LeBron's punching D Wade and then kicked your ass off the court. That was fun.
I'll put on 03 Heat Mavs.
It's
Or 06, sorry. 06. 03 is the Marlins.
I forgot Nathan Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nate lives in Arizona.
Dang.
I watched that game on an airplane. I was flying back from Miami. That was the flight I've told Melissa about this, where like all of a sudden the pilot, like half an hour outside DC, was like, I don't trust the landing some instrument or something, so we can't land at DCA. We have to land at Dulles, which is like an hour away from where I need to be because it's like all the way out in the Virginia countryside. But I didn't care because we were up like 40 on the sun. It's like, whatever, man. Land somewhere. I don't give a shit. You're not ruining this buzz.
Anything else to add before we get out of here?
PrizePicks.com offer code 5. That's the number 5 spelled out FIVE. Hopefully you're not in the state of Florida. PrizePicks.com offer code 5. Oh, real quick. Women play tomorrow, 2 p.m. at Clemson. Men play Monday, 7 p.m. at North Carolina. And then the women host Pitt next Thursday in their Fear of God jersey game. That's the upcoming schedule.
I don't know if people realize we're a basketball show. This isn't a football show.
And also, like,
address that another time when you all talk football.
or talk. I mean, what even is this?
I don't know.
Talk what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and call Radakovich and tell him to get on it. What the fuck are we talking about? This is the type of, okay, no offense, but like I get like things aren't going well on the court right now, but the doom and gloom, like everything sucks. Why are we even talking about it when everything sucks? Then go do something fucking else.
You don't
Like,
have
we're
to
gonna
watch
solve-
the show.
No, but like none of this matters. Okay, if you want to talk about conference realignment hypotheticals that might play out 10 years from now, go the fuck ahead. Like, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do?
Matt can't even show his face anymore. He's showing.
No, I mean, it's just like he doesn't want to be associated with me. I get it. He's not the first person. It's just like no offense, but like okay.
No, I just don't want to become a GIF again by
No,
laughing.
but like what are we supposed to do about this? Nothing matters anyway. Okay, then go read a book. I don't know. Watch a movie. Have fun. Enjoy your Saturday
I also
night.
think he's talking about football.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. It doesn't matter. Even if he's talking about football and we're doing the football show, it does not matter. If you're saying nothing matters because we're gonna get left at a conference, okay, so then what? We'll just. Oh, by the way, okay. Well, because he said that, he's right. Nothing matters. So we're canceling buckets, 6 rings, Kane's on deck. I'm gonna call Ethan. Everything's off. I mean, what do he wants to do here?
Are you okay, Vish?
He's still upset that we weren't allowing him to
We
I'm
what is
going
it
to
called?
take you to Pinecrest Bakery. I'm going to take you to Pinecrest
Pine
Bakery.
Pinecrest Deli. Okay, we get it.
I'm going
it's
to
a
take you to
fast food
Pinecrest
place.
Bakery. Your life will be changed, guaranteed.
Oh God.
It'll be on your Rushmore. It'll be on your Rushmore. We go up in there. Oh, you got to try that. You're a coffee person too. Oh man, this is going to be good. We're going to try all the coffees.
All of
All
them.
of them. All of them. You won't even remember your ankle's broken.
Oh man.
She's
I don't know
really
what
become
happened,
good
man.
She's really become good at pointing, though. You know, it's like her technique is so much better.
It's
Even
crazy.
like in the
dude.
intro, she's trying to like find the thing to point at. She's like lost. Look at this, right in the middle.
Come for the hoodie, stay for the hoops. Nate tunes in to see what hoodie I'm wearing. I went neutral today.
I'm just glad I have a fan club. It's only a party of one, but it will grow. Oh no, wait, I think Nate's in it now. So I have 2.
I'm assuming Monica's in it.
No, but I
Uh,
mean,
I don't know
also,
about that.
but also Nate and me are like friends for a long time. So,
Well, Nate said he was part of my fan club though.
but he's also a part of mine.
But you have a bigger fan club. Just let me have Nate, dude.
I also think I have a bigger like we don't like her club as well.
We've talked about this. You deliberately talk about sports as a woman, and you don't expect people to get upset. Idiots.
Well, I've never tried
Dumbass.
Culver's because I mean I didn't really know it existed, so I'm gonna try it. So I don't dislike it because I've never had it, but we
Dude,
found out that there's one.
cheese curds, butter. Yeah, that
There's
butter
one in
burger.
Broward, so I'm gonna go try it now.
Their fries are good too. I think they have the crinkle cut ones.
Me and Nate sat in general admission for like 8 years together.
Yeah, but we both like Culver's. So
I'll probably like it too once I try it.
I think I'm perma banned from Nate's fan clubs after my Whataburger stance, but I gladly will. No offense, Nate, but if I gotta pick,
Yeah, but you like the maps.
that's true. And the Cowboys, we've got some stuff going there.
See, Nate, Nate can kind of fit into all of our niches. He's a utility friend.
utility friend is what you said. Oh man,
He's the only guard on our team.
the only card.
Guard. Nate was kind enough to walk me to my car after every basketball game. But then I drove him home, so I'm acceptable to all factions. Nate. Most importantly, Nate's a Canes Hoops fan, a knowledgeable
There you
Canes
go.
Hoops fan. So, and he was there during the Haith era alongside me because he's also a class of 08. So,
You'll never know the pain of the Perry Clark era, though. You don't know what people don't know the things I've seen.
yeah, but you were there during a baseball championship and a football championship, so we can't really feel bad for
I'll
you.
do you one better. So
Me and Nate started in 04. It was a downfall of everything.
so starting in this was I guess my sophomore year into my junior year, but so the baseball team lost like a game in April and they won the championship that year, but they didn't lose another game. They swept everyone and swept the whole postseason. Then the football team went undefeated and won the Rose Bowl, and the basketball team didn't lose until January. So we went like 9 months without losing a game.
Mhm.
I was in school.
Oh, there's Miami Flow people in the chat for late night buckets. You got Max and Lex. Best part about the season is the fact that we only have 4 games left.
Max,
I
I
mean-
just shouted you out earlier.
You did.
West Coast.
Yeah, I said West Coast, Best Coast. I was like, shout out Max.
Max is also rocking a hoodie that I sent him. He's got a pretty sick hoodie.
You have no idea, man. I still remember we were down 2 to West Virginia. We threw it in the corner to Darius Rice, and they blocked his attempt to win the game, which would have lifted us out of last place. Instead, we missed the Big East tournament.
Shout out to Lex from not getting into a car accident when we were at the Final Four.
Yeah, it's been downhill since then, though.
We were all 3 of us were in that car.
Yeah, that's true. She almost ended buckets. That's a whole.
That was the beginning of buckets.
Matt and I had already been doing shows together, Melissa. You interloped.
Well, I
It
was on
wasn't-
the
it
mic. I was
wasn't
on,
buckets,
I was
though.
on
It wasn't
Miami
buckets.
Mayhem
It wasn't
before the
it-
Final Four.
it
Lex
was-
and AO had me on to preview the Final
It
Four.
wasn't buckets, but Matt and I had done shows.
I always remember. All right, Matt, tell us why we're gonna win.
It worked 4 times.
It worked 4 times.
Oh,
Does
man.
Max know you broke your ankle?
No.
Yeah, so for those that are just joining late,
Yeah, I broke
go
my
for it.
ankle, Max.
Hence, this is why Matt is on his phone from his bed.
he
Because
cannot actually get to his setup. He is
Yeah.
in pain. He has decided so far not to take the pain meds, so he is.
he fractured his lateral malleolus.
I don't even
Supposedly.
know what that means, but that's what happened. I
The
copied and
malleolus
pasted.
is the bottom tip of the fibula.
Yeah, that's what happened. Had to get a second opinion, so I sent the X-rays to Melissa.
Well, I couldn't even see it on that X-ray. That's
Yeah,
what they told you.
there's 2
I need
more.
another view.
Well, because when I Google search like what the injury was, all the angles were from that. and it like circled like what was the problem. So I was like, oh, I'll send her this one.
I'm not a radiologist, so I'm also not. I couldn't tell honestly because you said the fibula, and I was like, I don't see anything like.
That's what she said
obvious.
about the fibula. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything obvious, but I mean, I'm not a radiologist. They can see like the littlest minute things that I would never see. So, did Keenan Allen break your ankle? No, he just wanted to fit in with the rest of the basketball team.
No, I took his ankles. Keenan Allen would never take mine. Mine
So wait,
was
how did you mess
hustle
it up?
related.
You came down on somebody's foot?
I got a rebound, yeah, and I fell on or I landed on someone's foot.
Oh,
And I heard like you know when you like crack your joints?
yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. It was not good.
Yeah, that's what you get for rebounding. You should have just been like our team.
I know.
The ball hit the.
And you know,
Trying to rebound, man.
I've been doing a couple plyometric exercises, so you know, I was feeling a little extra bouncy. So I had an extra, 2 inches of vertical that I used. So I'm blaming that.
Where's Gary? I want him to comment on the lighting.
The lighting's way better. Apparently, you're now getting every person in the medical field.
I'm getting so many opinions. Dude, I'm going to be back on the court before Norchad was.
Look around for Norchad. Don't try to rebound for yourself.
We didn't try on defense, and they shot a bunch of threes and made them.
That's a pretty good
then we
summary.
put a bunch of guards, and at the end kept stealing the ball, and we almost like pulled it out of our ass.
Chris Watson shot the ball a few times.
The score was closer in the game.
Yeah. It was one of
Yeah.
those games where it was like, wow, how were we up at the half? And then it all fell apart.
The NBA scouts left at halftime. So-
Actually,
Stop
no.
playing.
No, because they were sitting next to us.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Did you know their names?
No, it was some old white guy.
I mean, that's usually what they are.
But then
He was
Glenn-
super loud at
well,
halftime. He
it's-
was talking to somebody and he
well,
was being super loud. I thought they were arguing.
Yeah. Well, Glenn Rice and Keith Askins are always there from the Heat, so they were there. But then,
Also, there was 2 Watsco Center employees that were like having a full-on fight in the concourse. Like when I got up to go to the bathroom, they were having to be separated. Because we heard them yelling when we walked in, remember? And we went and put our stuff down, and I went to the bathroom, and they were like full-on. People were having to hold them apart.
Oh, damn.
He fractured his ankle. Kane's cat.
and I think he means Matt, not Max. But
Yeah.
Hey, we're the same. Doesn't matter. Same
Max,
person,
Matt.
basically. Yeah.
One syllable each.
We're basically twins.
Did you record it? What?
I'm confused.
Did I record?
You're getting.
I think he's talking about the game. I think he's talking about the game. Did anyone record
Dude, it's
the
on
If
the
game?
you want to
ESPN.
watch the game, you
I
can
don't
get it on
know.
ESPN on demand.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
help, okay? I don't know, man.
I don't know what's happening over there, man. All I
don't
know
know.
is those Watsco Center employees showed the only fight at that arena the entire season. That's good, at least.
Pine
Max,
Fresh
you may
Deli.
have all of those problems, but you have a really nice hoodie.
Well, I mean, you could have bought the Fear of God one, which will not fit any normal shaped human, regardless of what size you.
Look, I have a small, and I can barely get my
Wait,
head through the little
I
head
never,
hole.
yeah, I
but
never
the
saw
body
the
of it's
picture.
huge.
I never saw the picture of what it looks like.
I'll have to try it on again.
She sent one yesterday.
No, with the hood on.
With the, yeah, I'll
I
do that.
wanna
I'll
see
do
It
that.
itself is fine once you get your head through the hole. The problem is the hole's like the sleeves are like this wide.
The sleeves are massive.
and
The
the
head
head
hole is tiny.
This. It's just like
Dude, my fucking face is so fat. I'm gonna look like Kenny from South Park with that thing on.
Oh man. This show goes so off the rails at the end. Like we tried to sign off like 20 minutes ago.
I know I had the thing queued up, was waiting for someone to cue the Sox outro, and then I was like, forget this.
But then Lex and Max showed up.
Anyway, women play tomorrow, men Monday, women Thursday. We have a collective 9-game losing streak going here. So I mean that's just
NBA
win something.
NBA grid is almost back. We're almost back with NBA grid once it hits the off season.
No, I need to start training for it again. Chucky Atkins. Sorry. Just got to think of names, get myself
Well, you'll
ready.
have more
Brian
time
Cook,
because you're not playing
Nas-
basketball. for a bit.
Nazir Muhammad, don't forget him.
Michael Fay. Nazir
Well, you've
Mohammed,
got more
Vladimir
time because you ain't gonna be
Radmanovic.
shooting hoops.
Oh,
true.
man. Don't rub it in, Melissa. You know that's his.
Matt's down for the count, unfortunately.
I know how it is. I haven't run in like a month. I'm like,
Do you hope we win or lose? I hope we win.
yeah, why do we want to lose? What the fuck are we talking about? Why would what get a better draft pick? Why do we want to lose?
I always want to win.
Yeah, why would you? But it's not you can take in college basketball. Like, what would be the purpose of losing?
Well, will we have an earlier game in the ACC tournament, or would it be later for a lower seed?
Depends.
I want to have an earlier game.
What do you mean?
Like, I want to have what are the 2 times it could be on Tuesday?
It's 3 times it could be at. We're already in the earliest time
Oh,
slot.
well, okay. What are the 3 times it could be?
Like 2:30, 4:30, and then there's a night game, like a 7 something.
No, they all suck. I'd rather do the night one then.
Well, right now we're the 12 seeds. The 12-13 is the early tip.
Oh no. Okay, let's lose a few guys.
You can also win a few. I mean, shit.
I'm looking at all these press passes, and like most of these are losses.
Oh, I have one of yours.
You
For the
have
game
one
you
of
didn't
them?
go to.
Oh,
Have
you
you-
can
have
throw that
you-
out. I'm not going to keep one that I didn't go to.
We won that game, though. You sure you don't want
That
it?
didn't go. Wait, why didn't I go?
That was the Clemson game where you weren't sure if you'd go, and I just got you credentialed anyway.
Oh,
The women's one,
oh, okay.
which I have it because I picked it up off the table when I was getting mine.
Oh, okay.
And it's a dub.
It's a win. So, all right, let's go. Let's sign out. Ready, Vish?
Hit it, Melissa.
I'm always ready.
Cue the Sox outro. Don't cry.
We get buckets.
Keep it chill.
Yeah, baby.
Wear good socks.
Buckets. Buckets.